Welcome, everyone, to the second intro song. No, I'm just kidding. This is episode 3 of the Cancel Me Later podcast. And today we'll be talking about the affordability crisis. We'll be talking about the insurrection and SAVE Acts. We'll be getting into more discussion about a potential civil war, mostly about the civil unrest. And we got a couple other random topics in there. Tonight we got Salty joining us, we got Rachel Reeves, and we got the man of the hour, him. Also happens to be running for Senate, Zach McClellan.
Let's go.
All right. So we're gonna start this bad boy off. I gotta share a video for y'all. Of course, it's gonna take one hot minute.
Faster.
We all know the cost of living is sky high, but the real problem is that the wages haven't kept up with the cost of living. If you look back to 1980, the minimum wage was $3.10. Adjusted for inflation, minimum wage today should be $12.75. Instead, it's only $7.25. If you look at the median rent price in 1980, it was $243. Adjusted for inflation, the median rent today should only be $955 a month. Can you imagine? Instead, it's sitting around $1,500, and the asking rent is about $1,900 to $2,000, which makes it even worse. And then the median home price in 1980 was about $50K, adjusted for inflation. Housing should only be, the median home should be around $197,000. Instead, it's over $400,000. But here's where it gets interesting. When you get to the median household income in 1980, it sat around $18,000. Adjusted for inflation, it should be around $71,000. However, it's actually sitting about $83,000. So we've seen about a 20% increase in wages, which you might look at that and go, well, that's pretty good. But here's where it gets interesting. The GDP from 1980 to today per capita has gone up 115%. So if wages would have kept pace with the GDP per capita, the median household income should be sitting around $150,000, which makes a lot more sense with the cost of living. Then if you tie it to productivity, it's gone up 135%. So if we would have tied the wages to productivity, the median household income should be $167,000 or $150,000 if we tie it to GDP or somewhere in the middle. So yes, wages went up 20%, but the GDP and the productivity blew up and the wages weren't reflected. But that 150 mark would solve the cost of living problem. If houses are 400 and rents 2,000, who cares if the median family was making 150? It would all line up. We all know the cost.
All right. That video is from FM Smith 319. He's giving a little info on a lot of the averages of cost of living right now and how they're just not keeping up. What do you guys think about that?
I think a lot of the averages, to make the situation seem worse, come from like blue cities or just cities in general. We'll just put it that way. Where housing out there could cost you, so much more money than it would in like a rural area or smaller cities and things. So I see them do that a lot. They'll take the price of a home, like right now, like he just said, like 400,000 is the average price for a mid-range home. A massive chunk of the U.S. is probably more around 200,000 for a pretty decent house. You know what I mean? They're not always honest with those averages.
What do you got, Salty?
So it also depends on the area. I'm going to tell you right now, where I live, Nevada, you can buy a single wide on an acre for about $200,000 to $250,000,
which is a lot of money for a single wide on 1 acre.
And it's not even on a foundation,
right? Yeah, I think.
So
go ahead.
Just
Sorry.
It just depends on where you're at. So we are in a boom town, so that kind of explains that. But anyway, sorry to interject that there, but
yeah,
I agree. So like my family house that they purchased back in 1981, they bought it for $110,000. That property is worth $1 million now.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep. Central New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
House is $1 million. And that's just a little ridiculous because, I can understand why Gen Z is checking out, why millennials are having a tough time. purchasing these homes. Luckily, Donald Trump has helped out with that recently by making sure that these big companies can't keep buying the single family homes. So hopefully that'll help. But I mean, it's still a crisis because I think that the immigration has played a big role in this because it is a supply and demand issue. And when you have, obviously more demand than supply, prices are going to go up. And I really believe that, once we, get the immigration down, start getting rid of these H-1B visas that are absolutely not necessary for our country, I think you'll see the housing prices finally come down. And hopefully we can also start building some more homes too. There's just way too many regulations right now. The cost of materials. I mean, I'm seeing 3D printed houses, I don't really feel safe with something like that. I don't know about you guys.
No.
No.
I'm going to give you a little take because I agree with you. I think a lot of it has to do with immigration, especially in the cities. But I do think it's gone up everywhere. I know it has in every town that I've lived in since I was born. So it also, what you guys aren't thinking about are families that are relocating to districts that have better school systems. Because our school systems are because the education system is so horrible that if you have a good school system, you can literally see almost $150 to almost $200,000 difference in home prices just because of the school system. So there's all these factors that play, right? But yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts.
All right. Let's get into the meat and potatoes about affordability. We're going to kind of try and get ahead of the Democrat talking point because they are going to sit there all in tow, all saying the word affordability. Anytime they can. They often do this. Normally there's super cuts of like every like news outlet or every, politician all saying the same words at the same time. And so we really want to discuss why there's an affordability crisis in the first place. And we're going to definitely look at a lot of the Democrat policies as well as what happened under the Biden-Harris administration and obviously the ongoing fraud situation that we're dealing with. So let's talk about the inflation under Joe Biden. It reached record highs. And I mean, if you look at any graph, anytime this in history, this is the highest it's been, at least as long as I've been alive. And I mean, we all know that affected a lot of things, groceries, gas, so on and so forth. So, I mean, if you were in charge, what would you do to try and get those prices back down? Obviously, we see Donald Trump working on certain things like energy and like certain groceries. But I mean, what do you think we could do to really get a lot of these, prices down of things that we absolutely need, necessities?
I think he's doing it, isn't he?
Yes.
I mean, lower the price of oil. Mass deportations, different things like that. I mean, he's doing everything you can to really lower prices at all. There's not a lot you can do when it comes to the affordability they're talking about. They want to keep pushing it in your face that your steaks cost more or whatever on the shelf costs more money. And unfortunately, some of that's due to insanely high fuel costs that we see under like every Democrat administration. All that shit plays a factor from the fuel costs for deliveries, different things like that, production. But yeah, he's doing everything he can do to lower costs even a little bit, and I think everyone needs to be happy with whatever drop in prices that they end up seeing, because it's something that's pretty much we're stuck with. That inflation gets that high, they make record profits. They're not just going to stop making profits.
Yeah.
Good point. Definitely with transportation. I agree with
Yeah.
that because, like,
Absolutely.
cost of fuel, that translates into deliveries to the store, then the stores to the home. So, like, we do get the cost of fuel down. Eventually, the prices should lower, providing the companies
A little
aren't
bit.
too greedy.
Can I interject on this one?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Okay, so I forget what year it was, but states by the PADD regions. Um, that is actually a really big thing. So basically, what it is certain regions of the U.S. are supplied by certain suppliers,
Hmm.
and that is actually what affects a lot of prices. So when I go to Reno,
Hmm.
it's still $4 a gallon. When I go to Wyoming, it's under $2 a gallon now.
Yeah.
And it's because of the supplier. But the reason that was designed was because of the fuel crisis in the 1970s. So it was designed that way in the event of a major event in wherever in the U.S. it happened,
Mhm.
just to make sure that no one ran out of fuel. So just wanted to throw that out there.
How much did the cost of goods increase during COVID?
Oh my hell!
God.
You know, just think about that. Like, how much did COVID play a part? You know what I mean? And it stay at that certain level without it actually, you know, fluctuating back. We know that it's gone down, right? And the Democrats obviously are going to play on affordability because it's such a vague term.
Yes.
It really, really is. You know, none of us feel like we can afford anything, you know, compared to what we want to afford. But how much of that is also, you know, the government wasting our money? Yeah, I don't know. You know,
I mean, did prices really rise a lot during
they,
COVID?
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
they, yeah.
I thought it was after. I thought it
50,
was
50
after
to
COVID.
200% during, and then
You're
of course
right.
after.
And
I thought it
then
was
after as
COVID.
well. Right. Because then it caught up with all the supply and demand. So
Right.
yeah. I mean, the cost of lumber alone. I
oh,
remember it
that
was
was.
like people had to stop.
Lumber,
Yeah, they couldn't even like afford to. They had to stop building their house. You know, if they
Yep.
were building a home.
You had to carry a gun if you were, hauling lumber. You
Yeah, it
didn't
was
have.
crazy.
That
It
was
was
no lie,
crazy.
man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny
Mhm.
because actually if you look back like to the 1980s, you know, our pleasure items like buying a television or buying a stereo were far more expensive, and then our necessities like buying a home or buying food, you know, purchasing gas was actually lower. That has now flipped. So we can buy a lot of things at a cheaper price, whereas like, you know, buying a car is more expensive, buying a house is more expensive. So I mean, you know, they really kind of twisted us in the purchasing mindset to buy more pleasure based items as opposed to being able to afford things that we honestly need to survive, especially for our families. I think that does play a huge role as well.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure.
there was a big thing about that because, like alcohol, the price never changed on that until after all the stuff with COVID happened. They wanted to keep that price range at a certain percentage because they wanted people to drink.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
I
a good
believe it.
point.
Really.
I believe it. I mean, I forgot the actual stats, but it was, yeah. I think the alcohol industry did very well
Yes.
during
It's all
COVID.
Yep.
people could
Like
do.
unbelievably
Just
well.
stay home. Fuck else you gonna
I
do when you're
know.
stuck at home.
100%.
Stuck at home, drink alcohol,
100%.
watch TV,
Yeah.
play video
Yeah.
games,
It was,
social media nonstop, doom scrolling. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, that was the most I drank, if I'm being honest.
Mhm.
You know, like that was probably the most, and then most consistent I drank was during COVID. You know,
I was still an
like every day.
essential employee or whatever, but
Mhm.
I ended up working through the whole damn thing. But for a lot of people, I seen the same thing. I mean, people around me that I seen home all day. I mean, they were drinking a lot,
Mhm.
doing a lot of different weird shit, man. And the kids, I've noticed something weird with the kids since then.
Yeah,
What'd
Yeah,
you
they definitely
notice?
got addicted to that online world. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah,
for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Is that what you were saying? You noticed different, Zach?
yeah. Some. I mean, it
Um,
could be kind of stem from that a lot, maybe.
It wasn't just because like we were just sitting at home. I think also for small business owners, and I'll speak for myself, it was such a stressful time.
Mm-hmm.
Such a stressful time. You know, when you're forced to close, it's like thank God we had some type of savings, but we literally went through all of our savings just to keep our employees, you know, employed and to keep the business running and open.
Mm.
Um, it was such a stressful, high pressure time. We'll never really understand the consequences of COVID, really, in my opinion.
It will be written about, though, for sure. Definitely in the history
100%.
books.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
So let's get into these energy costs. So
Do
during
it.
the Biden administration, we had the revoking permit of the Keystone Pipeline. Biden banned some offshore drilling in certain areas. They pushed for wind farms and solar panels. They subsidized it. More money of the taxpayer being used. Gas prices skyrocketed. The highest gas price, I believe, national average in history happened June 2022 at $5.02. Diesel highest national average June 2022 $5.81. So I mean, this was all under the Biden administration. So if these Democrats want to sit there and talk about affordability, I mean, the buck starts with them. You can't sit there
Of
and tell
course.
us like the cost of
Always-
shipping stuff is going to change,
Yeah.
because of the
They
affordability.
cause the problems and then offer the solutions.
Every
Ridiculous.
single time. Every single time.
Every
That's all they
time.
ever do.
Right there. Yep.
Every time.
And Trump has already reversed a lot of those. He's like drill baby drill. So that's a really
Do that
big-
again. Do that again.
Drill baby drill.
Yes.
He does
Yes.
such a good Trump impersonator.
So
That's fantastic.
that's really going to be big because, like I said, I've worked in transportation and distribution, and I know that when a trucker is paying that much money, that's going to increase the cost. Just like another example would be like we have all this theft going on in states like California. At the stores, they were just letting people go in and steal up to a certain amount. Who do you think pays for that? I'll tell you right now, it's not the stores, because they're just going to pass that shrink onto the consumer, and we're going to be stuck with that bill. And then they'll sit there and blame Republicans for not enforcing the law or something, because that's the
John-
craziness.
For sure.
John, go into shrink, because if you have never been in the industry, what is shrink? Right?
Shrink is theft, like basically theft at the store. They call it loss prevention. So when there's constant turnover loss, or say pallets are stolen out of a truck, or food in the store is damaged. I mean, I've seen a lot of kids have temper tantrums and just throw wine bottles all over the place. That all counts towards your shrink totals.
Okay.
Isn't
loss
but don't they allot for that? Like, don't they allot for like a certain
So
amount?
there's a certain amount, but I mean, after that, the cost is
into-
definitely passed down, especially at the
Right.
insane
for
levels where.
sure.
Think about this. Now you're locking stuff up in glass cases. So now you got to purchase all this extra stuff.
Mhm.
You got to put a
Right.
key in there. You got to hire another employee or two, because now they got to go up there and they got to keep unlocking the stuff to get out of it. So I
Right.
mean, it
Unbelievable.
keeps adding to that total in the long run. If Democrats would just enforce the law, then maybe, we could, have lower costs too.
That's still a thing, right? They never stopped the whole you're not allowed to pursue thieves in stores and shit like that, right? It's still a thing, I think.
Well, I mean, we all know that corporations don't want it because they're worried about lawsuits. What happens
Yeah.
if somebody gets injured, and then
No,
gotta eat
they'll
that.
straight up tell you not to do it.
Yep.
I think you learn,
They-
I think
they
you learn
still
not
do
to
that.
rob a store, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
now
criminals,
now you see
they jump on that.
employees. Yeah, but now you see employees not give a shit. They're like,
Yeah.
no, I'm going to stop them.
But
They don't care.
Rachel, this
Just out of
okay,
principle.
So I worked at Walmart in the year 1994, and they were pushing that same ideology. Is these people come in and they start stealing? Don't touch anything. Don't get involved. Just let them do it. And I'm like, this is not where I want to be.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's wild. I mean, luckily, like I said, Trump is working on it. We have seen gas come down. A lot of the places where you see Democrats complaining, guess what? That's because your Democratic state is taxing the living crap out of you.
Yes.
California is ridiculous. I think that's something like $1.60 something tax, if I remember correctly. It's just wild. So, if they just keep taxing you, just don't expect your gas prices to come down. I mean, you got to vote
Right.
differently. You got to start
Well,
voting for people that want to lower
Right.
your taxes.
You have people like Newsom, Hakeem Jeffries, all these people from these these real deep blue big city states talking about affordability all day, and it's a lot different when you're away from there, right? A whole lot different. I mean, California gas is probably still close to $5 a gallon, and you got places in the U.S. paying under $2. Here the average has been like 285 probably for the last several months, but yeah, it's always a blue city thing. They scream that shit from their blue cities. Affordability, it's Trump's fault. They don't ever want to mention their taxes or anything like that.
Exactly. It's so hypocritical. It's like, what about the amount of taxes that you take from the taxpayer?
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I got it right here for California. So the drivers roughly pay approximately 90 cents per gallon in total taxes, fees, and climate program surcharges, which means that you'll never go below 90 cents in gas.
Oh my goodness.
That's just wild.
Climate.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you? So when I was going to college, we talked about a lot of the gases because they were trying to get rid of R12 for the AC units
Mhm.
because it was eating the ozone, the hole in the ozone, right?
Mhm.
Okay. But in order to test if it was leaking, guess where you had to put the sensor?
Where?
Underneath every fitting.
Mm.
So what does that tell? That tells you that this stuff goes to the ground. It doesn't go into the atmosphere. So
Yeah,
that
did-
was my
Go
Right.
finish.
so that was my first indication that they were lying to us a long time ago. But
It's to
Yeah.
collect money, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
also to brainwash and get these stupid young liberals in an emotionally tied to something,
Yes.
right? We're killing the earth.
Mhm.
The Republicans are bad, where they're destroying the earth. They don't care about the earth, and it's like this whole emotional thing, and that's how they just get them. It's like the emotional, like I don't know. It's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah,
Love
didn't they
watching
figure
them
out
hear
the ozone was linked to CFCs, which is like chlorofluorocarbons, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we fixed that.
changing the language from global warming to climate change because oops, now nothing's warming, right? It's like
Right.
I don't know. It's so fucking stupid, man.
Well, I
Yeah.
will tell you this. I will tell you this. It went from global cooling in the 70s to holy shit, we're gonna have this massive.
That's right. Didn't they say like
Yes.
the like it was gonna like the ice caps were gonna like everything was gonna ice over?
It was
Didn't
going
they
to be
say
a mini
that?
ice age. Yes.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
And then in the 80s we went to the whole acid rain thing.
Oh, acid rain. I totally remember that.
Right. I remember that too.
But they always change the language. If they continue to change the language, that's how you know it's bullshit.
You know, it's a good question. Why are all these rich people buying real estate like right by the shoreline then? You know, especially a lot of these
Mhm.
Democrats. If
Of course.
if the sea level is going to rise, isn't that going to be worthless?
Right.
You know?
You know what Democrats say? They say because they can collect on insurance.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
But why? But I mean, but why would you insure something that's going to go away? Be
And then
destroyed because
like
of this.
when are you like is climate change gonna write you a letter and say today I'm gonna swallow up your house when you're at the grocery store? Like
No.
really? Like it makes no sense. Like
Send me a
okay, like
text,
I love
please.
you.
right. It makes no sense.
Nope.
No.
Like if you truly believe in that, it's like you could be sleeping. Or you could be
I think
in your house going to the bathroom and your house just falls to the ocean. So it's like that's
everything
such,
melts away.
it's, right.
we're in
I love
we're in
you.
an ice age right now, aren't we?
Sure.
Aren't we?
I don't know. I haven't looked at that because
I think we're literally in like a certain stage of an ice age right now.
Really?
But,
I'll have to look
like,
it up.
I can't keep up.
okay,
I thought it
okay,
was too
okay,
hot.
okay.
I can't keep up.
I totally feel you right
Ugh.
now. It's winter.
Right. I'm
No,
gonna
I'm
get
being dead ass
snowstorm on
serious.
Sunday. So maybe we are.
I'm being dead
Really?
serious.
I haven't heard
Okay.
that. I haven't heard that.
You got
We're
Graco.
still
but what do
global
you guess?
warming. An ice age.
I mean, don't plants use carbon dioxide for photosynthesis anyway? Isn't it like a crucial ingredient?
Don't get me started on that, John. So here's the thing.
I got her started.
Oh, you did, and fuck you for that. So up in Canada, what they've been doing is they've been and there's a couple different facilities in the U.S. that do this as well.
Mhm.
I have to be careful how I say this. So what they do is they extract the CO2 out of the air, and then they sell it back to the farmers, greenhouse farmers. This is in Canada.
CO2 gases, and then they
That's
sell
wild.
it to.
Yes.
That's
What?
wild.
Wow.
Well, it's all about control. That's it.
Yeah.
It's all about control.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you'd think the easiest solution is plant more trees. I mean, it's also good for like lumber, isn't it?
Yeah.
Keep
Good for a lot
planting
of
trees.
shit.
You take down trees, you plant
Yeah.
more trees. You take down trees,
Mhm.
you plant more trees. You know,
Mhm.
makes
Yeah.
sense, doesn't it? But who cares about logics? We're talking about logic. We're talking about Democrats anyway.
Word.
Yeah. No logic.
Yeah.
Zero.
Mhm.
So I just want to give you guys an idea of the housing over the years. So take a look at this. This is your house
Whoa.
prices outpaced income growth
Mhm.
over the past 40 years.
That's disgusting.
Can anybody tell me how young people are supposed to buy homes? Oh, wait, that's because they want you to rent so they can keep raking in the money.
I like how that massive ramp up is blue because we know Democrats goes up.
100%. No doubt.
But no, that's terrifying. Like, at I look at the kids nowadays and I think about buying a home. I still have not purchased a home. I'm almost 50 years old. I still do not own my own home.
Mm.
I move too much. Okay, so I look at the kids nowadays. I don't blame them. I really don't.
No.
It's a hard
You
goal to have
can't.
these days.
It really is. I mean, it's insane. It's like the only option. Like we built our house in 2014, and it was 6 acres, almost a 4,000 square foot house for $400,000. Pretty good. It's pretty decent.
Mhm.
We sold it in 2018 for 6. It is now worth 1.2. We have
Wow.
moved back to the area where we have sold our house 6 years later, and there's nothing that I can afford right now. Like the only chance I have is buying a lot, buying some property, inexpensive property in a different area, further out from the center of the city, and building myself. Like that's it. That's the only option. And of course, downsizing. Nobody needs a 4,000 square foot house, but you have to downsize,
No, I agree.
which I'm not complaining about, but it's insane. You cannot. Mm-mm.
So
Yeah.
this brings me then into supply and demand. So I just want to give you an idea of the immigration crisis created under the Biden-Harris campaign. So take a look at this graph. Does anybody see anything a little off? You see those lines going all the way up? You think bringing all these people in the country is going to help bring down costs? Or do you think it's going to help corporations pay lower wages to people?
Yep. Very
It's gonna
good.
help a lot of things. Not really, but this is the thing. But they'll complain about this shit. They'll complain about affordability. They play both sides of the fence on everything all the time.
Yeah.
They'll protect illegal aliens while they complain about affordability. They'll protect illegal aliens while they complain about jobs and housing and everything else.
Yeah.
20 million fucking illegal aliens aren't just not taking up jobs and houses and healthcare and taxpayer dollars in America, right?
No, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice little fact at the bottom states the total encounters of illegal aliens under the Biden-Harris administration through June 2024 is 8.2 million more than the entire Trump administration. That's 8.2
That's
million
insane.
more. That doesn't include
That's
all the ones that they
insane.
couldn't document either.
Mhm.
Isn't
Right.
that wild?
That is insane.
So this is it's why it's really important that we remove all these people from our country that
Yeah.
didn't wait in line like everybody else, so then we
Right.
can start bring the affordability back. Because let's be
Yeah.
honest, I said this last episode, is that we got a lot of useless jobs. Let's be honest. There's people that are just selling their bodies online. Doesn't help society. Doesn't help infrastructure. You got people playing video games online. Doesn't help anything. I mean, these type of jobs were handled by our youth. Now our youth is just trying to be Instagram influencers and video game players and OnlyFans models. And so this is the catch they try to say, is that, oh, we need people to handle these critical infrastructure jobs. What they're really telling you is they want to import their own slave class. This way that they can pay as little as possible. And guess who's doing this again? It's the Democrat Party. That's right, the Democrat Party that originally was the slave party.
Yeah. Originally, they're working on their second Civil War, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
So can I touch on that one there, John?
You can touch away. Just don't get too touchy.
Pause.
That's what
Don't
she
get too touchy.
said.
That's what she said.
That's what she
Um,
said.
So a long time ago, I worked in an area where there was a lot of like orchards and stuff like that. I tried to talk to a local orchardist. I was like, hey, I need to work right now. Can I work for you? And he said, I cannot hire you.
Because you don't speak Spanish?
No habla español.
Too white for that
Oh,
shit.
No,
no.
I.
Well, I might be too white to speak Spanish, but I do speak some.
He didn't want to pay
Espanol.
taxes.
Ooh.
Bingo.
He didn't want to pay taxes. He didn't want to.
It
pay
is a
taxes.
problem.
That's exactly
Yeah.
it. And
didn't wanna
that's
file
something that
a
really
W-9.
needs to be addressed, because I mean, look at all these teenagers. They need to have those jobs to understand.
Yeah, he didn't want to pay payroll taxes or send you a
Mhm.
W-9 or anything. Yeah.
But that
100%.
was
Yeah.
I'm older-ish, so that was a big deal to me. That really kind of sunk into my head. I was like,
Yeah.
My son is going to be X amount of years old in like 5 years. He could
Yeah.
be working this job, but because you want to hire illegal aliens because it's cheaper
Yeah.
tax-wise, then my son will never gain that opportunity to learn these things, these skills, because they are skills. They really are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let's get into some of the wonderful BS schemes that we got out of the Biden-Harris administration. You know, they were supposed to build 500,000 charging stations with $7.5 billion in funds, and by May 2025, less than 400 were built.
Handful. Yeah.
Fraud.
Yeah.
Complete fraud.
Fraud.
Yep. Same thing.
Now-
Wasn't it? What was the train?
Oh yeah,
That
we
train
have the
in
California
Project?
with like bullet
Yeah.
train or something like that.
Bullet train.
Well, and go with Kamala Harris and the Wi-Fi, right?
Yep.
Right.
They're fucking corrupt, dude. So much.
Nothing
They-
built.
They rob American taxpayers blind, and I don't know how people can't just see it and call it out. People defend the shit out of it.
Yeah. I mean, clearly we have a Somali fraud scandal with child daycare where for some reason, in the Muslim culture, the women aren't supposed to work anyway. So what do they need daycare for in the first place?
Yeah.
Right?
You always
That makes sense.
you always see the liberal white women standing behind them too.
And now Nick Shirley just uncovered a transportation
Every
scheme
time.
where they're basically getting paid to just transport themselves around town.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
that's right.
Remember,
That's
remember
right.
when Trump said that he's going to halt all funding for those basically childcare shit until you prove, you provide documentation. And they lost their fucking minds, right? Well, then Somalians in Minnesota came out talking about how somebody broke in their Leering Center, and the only thing they took was all the documentation, right?
Because they're so valuable.
And you got liberal white women in the background behind
right
this guy,
behind
like,
with a sign
that's so sad.
every time.
I mean, it's not just Minnesota. It's like Ohio,
Every time.
California, potentially
Could-
Massachusetts.
Could we pay off the national debt if liberal white women sold themselves on the street corner?
Ooh.
I mean,
Because
possible.
quite
could pay off-
literally, that's what they're doing.
Who's gonna pay for that though?
Well, we'll put a 50% sin tax on it.
we could pay off the
Sorry.
national debt, honestly, if we didn't have all this waste and fraud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
I mean-
from fraud. It's from the waste. It's from the fraud. It's from the money laundering through these NGOs. It's all of it. We wouldn't even be in a deficit.
And how are we pretending it's not, right?
Yeah, it is.
All this fraud, they think it's like, I mean, yeah, Democrats spend absolutely fucking recklessly every time they have an administration in the White House.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Every single time. Their states spend absolutely fucking recklessly, but Republicans, sometimes they can too. But you know what? You what you get from Democrat overspending is what we're trying to defeat now, right? All these things that ruin life for every damn American. You can't afford anything. You can't get a fucking home. You can't do anything. At least some overspending on the Republican side comes with, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime and shit like that. But it's wild, man. I don't know. We just pretend that this massive fraud isn't almost 100% the reason we're in such a hole in this country.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, we're just not even scratching the surface. This is like a pinprick. So I got a couple videos for you. This one I think is absolutely ridiculous. So let's go to the video.
I'm Christina Owayo in Dallas. And here are your top stories. The California NGO for Homeless Alcoholics received $80 million in taxpayer funds for the clients they've served. Managed Alcohol Program, MAP, is a taxpayer-backed initiative run by the nonprofit Community Forward SF in partnership with the city's Department of Public Health. The program, run in Nancy Pelosi's district, is supposed to give free beer, wine, and vodka to homeless alcoholics. Critics say that all the program does is get alcoholics addicted rather than promote recovery. It was launched in 2020 during COVID, now a permanent program. Over the 6-year period, the MAP has served about 55 unique clients in total, with costs racking up to around $30 million to date, largely funded by city taxpayers and Medi-Cal reimbursements, which are federal tax dollars. The total spending for Community Forward SF each year is $16 million, with about $5 to $6 million spent on the Giving Free Alcohol to Homeless Alcoholics program. The NGO gives doses of alcohol, beer, and wine to the homeless alcoholics 3 to 4 times a day, along with food, shelter, and its 55 clients are primarily men in their 50s who are either Latino or Native American. Taxpayers also put the bill for bilingual nurses for quote-unquote cultural sensitivity. That's what you need to know in Dallas.
That's why you saw Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi was like the poster child for this NGO.
She kicked herself
like,
out of her
look at-
house.
look
and
at-
shit.
Right.
I think the best part is that it's also paying for counseling. What are they counseling them on? How to drink more alcohol?
Yeah, here's your 3 doses of alcohol. Now go to AA, motherfucker. you
Like
know?
what
Like,
the fudge?
I don't know. I just like they have to bank on the fact that people, like real hardworking Americans, work and don't hear stuff like this.
Yeah.
Why
I
do
haven't heard about it
Democrats-
until right now, and they're saying that they started it during COVID.
2022.
Like
Right.
it's crazy.
Why do Democrats always cater to all the bullshit, all the nonsense, right? Like,
It's a laundering scheme. I think it's
why-
just a front. It has to be a front.
Yeah,
It
not all
has
that
to-
money
it's-
went out to alcohol. I can tell you that much.
Why are
No,
we-
absolutely
why-
not.
why are we
Absolutely not.
dosing alcoholics when would be happening is we should be helping them not be alcoholics. Right?
It's low hanging fruit. It's easy.
Ignorant shit.
How does something like that even get passed without the normal citizens like rising up? They do it under the radar, I'm telling you. Like that's just we've been blind, just been busy and sleeping and distracted. We've been distracted. And
I could have
us
sworn
as
there was
American
also a place
citizens
that
have
did
been
a needle
distracted.
program, too.
And look, they did it during
Oh.
COVID.
Yeah.
Everyone
They
was
did.
home. Everyone was home. Everyone was freaked out about, about COVID, the vaccines. It was all the drama during COVID. Everyone was distracted. And then they can pull asinine shit like that.
So was this dosing alcoholics thing? Was it a COVID like thing? It was.
Yeah.
It was
That's what
like
she
done
said.
because of COVID.
They said it
How
was
did-
during COVID. They started.
How
it
did
during
COVID hurt alcoholics?
I mean, they kept all the liquor stores open. We know that.
I would have saved a lot of money if I had that in Texas during COVID.
I mean, think about it.
Would have saved a ton of
You're
money.
working your butt off 40 hours a week or maybe 60 hours a week. You're barely paying the bills. But hey, an alcoholic gets to stay drunk on the street. Does that make sense at all?
No,
Yeah, don't help them get off the street.
no.
God forbid that.
Let's poison them even further. I'm curious to see if they get some type of kickback from the state for each homeless person. Like each citizen that's homeless, they have to get some type of kickback. They're probably promoting it.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
sure.
In California, they do.
For sure. They have to.
Mhm.
There has to be some type of benefit to every single, or some type of subsidy, something from the government
Well-
that they're able to get for every single homeless person
There is.
to be
Look at the
promoting it the way that
hundreds.
they are.
Look at the hundreds of billions of dollars that Gavin Newsom's wasted on fixing homelessness,
There you go.
and
Oh.
he's never fixed anything. I mean, it's
No,
what'd
he's
he
made
do?
it worse.
Did
He's made it worse.
he pay AB 84 to stop talking about his wife or what?
Mhm.
It's funny you mentioned that because we have a great video from good old actor David Spade talking about
Great
where
video.
that $24 billion went. Take it away, Mr. Spade.
Same broader problem with people paying taxes in California when they're building $100 billion train to Sacramento, San Francisco area. That I don't know if everyone's clamoring for it when you could take 10 billion and probably fix a lot of problems in California. But they keep pushing this 10-year thing about the train. That's just one of the crazy things. The homeless, they lose 20 billion, but they want more money for it. Well, that's why people get tired of paying taxes and going, well, what are you doing? Gavin Newsom just vetoed a bill asking for an audit of where the money for homeless goes. He said, not a chance. You're not going to see that.
That's right. Not
I mean,
a
how
chance.
it? I mean, isn't that treason? Like, how can you not? I don't know. How can you not veto something to hold you accountable with our tax dollars? The
They do what they want.
people who live in California. Oh my gosh.
They do in all blue cities, right? You talk about fraud. I don't want to change the subject, but you talk about fraud and illegals voting in elections. JB Pritzker
Yeah.
won't release voter data, right? They won't release healthcare and SNAP benefit data because they were called out for illegals benefiting from those benefits. I mean, this is what they do, man. The money's gone. Where did it go? I'm not going to show you, so stop talking about it, right? That's what Democrats do.
So what's our recourse with that? What's
We
the
don't have
recourse?
any because
Can we sue them?
they-
Can they be sued? Can
No,
there be
they
some
can't.
type of? You can't even
Because
vote them
they-
out because now
because
they're all the elections are rigged.
Yeah, elections are rigged. The courts are full of rogue ass judges that
Right.
you can't do anything. You can't do a fucking thing. We need a Nick Shirley in every fucking city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know what we can do at this point. There's just so many issues. And just think, this is just the small amount of stuff that we've looked into. Can't even imagine all the stuff that we haven't gone into. I mean, Nick Shirley just found out about the Somali fraud, and that's been going on for a while. I mean, they were taking
And that's in every state. I
suitcases
guarantee
of
you.
millions of dollars to the airport, and it kept getting caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, they don't care about the American taxpayer, yet they get all these white liberal women so incredibly emotional over one or two topics that they don't realize they're being robbed blind.
Do you think it's like?
They're
Can we
being so
talk about
plain, man.
liberal white women for a minute?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
yes.
Go on.
yes,
This'll be
Go on,
fun.
my friend.
What
Yeah.
what fuels them? I don't understand what's happening, what's being said to them. I mean, they're the dumbest of the left's base. I don't understand like what they're hearing or seeing or what's being told to them all the time that creates whatever the fuck they have going on in their heads.
It's a false sense of empathy.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
It's a false
absolutely.
sense of empathy. It's a hole in their heart that they feel like, okay, if I go and I protest this, I feel like it's willful ignorance,
Mhm.
because all I have to do is just go and bitch somebody out in front of a camera, a conservative, hold a sign while I'm getting paid, and then talk about it with my girls, my friends who run this nonprofit, and they're in a bubble, and then they get to go home and to all their white friends who they don't interact with any illegals. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Mhm.
It's a false
Moral-
sense. It gives them a moral, I don't know,
High ground.
like
Sense of
satisfaction.
Okay.
Correct.
moral sense of superiority.
Superior,
Very-
yes,
that's a
and
good way of putting it.
satisfaction that I'm better than you, and I'm actually doing something for the people that are
I mean-
lower than me.
When Trump says no, child care funding stops until you provide documentation. Like within days, the Somalians are like, "Oh, someone broke in and stole all the documentation," and if that doesn't hit everyone, and they're like, "What the fuck? This is some bullshit." These liberal white women are back here with signs like, "Oh, it's so
Every single
sad,"
one.
Yep.
crying and
A
shit,
sign.
too.
They
Oh my
have to
God.
have their token white woman in the back with the sign.
Praise
with, like-
Jesus, and-
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
They're
Dude,
definitely not praising
that white
Jesus.
woman, that Somali was probably the closest he was to a white woman in years, even
whatever
living
they
in
praise is
America. Was
Yeah.
right there for that video.
Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Oh my jeez, wow. Stole the
tell ya.
documents. If I'm breaking in somewhere, that's the first thing I'm doing is stealing all the documents. All the legal paperwork.
And didn't he say that they like tore out a couple of checks
Yeah.
out of the checkbook? Like you tore out a couple of checks out of the checkbook.
Well,
how
homeboy
does that
that.
even make sense?
on the microphone had to pay a mortgage and shit.
Well, he needs to send his liberal white women on the street corner.
I think every single one of them need to be denaturalized and deported yesterday.
Mhm.
I don't know why we're talking about it, why we're thinking about it. I don't know why they're still up there. I don't know why they were here long enough to talk about their documents being
I
stolen.
don't either.
Yes.
I don't either.
Denaturalize, deport every single one of them. They're fucking killing our country. And
Yeah.
Minnesota, you can see the average Somali IQ spreading through Minnesota.
Mm,
You can see it all the.
really?
It's almost contagious.
It's I think it's like in the US the average. I don't want to say what I'm going to say. Never mind.
No, send it. Fucking send
say
it. Send
I
it.
think, I think like the average IQ in Somalia is like legal retardation in the USA,
Yeah, because they
And
interbreed.
and they absolutely. I
It's a
see
proven
this.
thing. It's a
I see
proven
this
thing.
fucking crazy, cross-eyed fucking Somali lady talking about on camera the other day about America's ours now. You know what I mean? Like, fucking go back to fucking Alabama, wherever that's at in Somalia. I don't know. They got like their own fucking. I don't know.
No,
Weird.
they literally, it's proven fact. They literally
Mhm.
marry within like cousins and like within their DNA strand. And it's proven that you have lower IQ when you do that.
Yep.
Like
Mhm.
their whole, like you're creating a whole culture and race has lower IQ because you want to interbreed with
Yeah,
your
like-
brother. It's like
So now is that social structure? Is that because of certain religious aspects.
Sure.
Yes.
I'm sure. And it's like,
Yes.
yeah, it's like you have to marry a Somali. And they all have like tons of babies. So go marry cousin Omar. I don't know.
They come out with 4 teeth
The
and
brother
like
fucker?
eyes
Seriously.
are like fucking,
Yes.
they're looking at like
It's proven.
fuck.
Yes.
You might have
I mean,
to
there's a
edit that
reason
out
why
later.
there's a lot of them that are pirates because,
Mhm.
How many
you have
rape
an
their little
intelligent
sisters
structure at the
and their
top,
sisters get pregnant?
and then you got cannon fodder on the bottom, so they're willing to just go and die because they're being told to die.
Mm,
You know.
It's wild.
yeah. It is.
All right, this next little thing, I don't want to really take a whole lot on it. I just kind of want to show you to give you an idea. So this is going to be the Illinois tax information because I want you to understand just from this state alone why you're paying so much taxes to sit there for fraud schemes. Because let's be honest, I'm going to scroll slowly through here. Look at all these taxes and fees that you're paying. It's not going to the benefit of the taxpayer. This is going to fraud schemes and basically money laundering operations for the Democrats, which they either put in their own pockets through like all these different NGOs and whatnot, and then on top of that, they use it to give it to their illegal immigrant voter base so that they can vote. I mean,
Yeah.
look at all these taxes. Do we need all these taxes in society? Do you feel like you're getting your money's worth for all these taxes? Probably not.
Well, just wait. What's this website?
This is the Illinois Revenue Tax website.
Oh, Illinois. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till the end of 2026. There's gonna be 30 more on there.
Yeah.
They're talking about taxing us for how much rainwater runs off of our roof, and I don't fucking know. They'll tax us for everything. They'll start taxing us for their potholes that they don't fix in the roads. If you like hit a pothole and bend your rim, you're gonna pay a tax on that. It's wild, dude. Illinois is so nasty.
I mean, this does kind of like segue into my next part.
I heard though somebody's coming to clean that shit up. I heard.
Yes, and that's this man right here, Zach
Yeah.
McClanahan for U.S. Senate. This is his X page, so you can follow him right there, and you can take a pause on the video if you're watching the replay, or if you're watching live, you can just look at the @Zach for IL. Also, his campaign website is up there, ZachForIllinois.com, which looks like this. This was all done by Mr. Zach McClanahan himself. That's right. If you are in Illinois and you really want to make a change, this guy is going to be there for you. He is a blue-collar patriot. He is not about the money. He actually wants to make his state great again, and he wants to help the country because he has a family, and he wants to make sure his family lives in a great society. So let's make America great again. Let's get Zach's name out there. And once again, this is his website, and then this is his X page. So please follow Zach, and Leo, let's get this guy into office. All right.
That's my X page. We broke up.
I do have to interject this. I've been thinking about this all day, and it in order to save America is going to take ordinary men doing extraordinary things, and that is precisely what Zach is doing.
Yeah.
And you know what? Kudos to Zach, man. How many people take up that mantle?
I hope a lot
Right?
more do.
I hope
Yeah,
a
we
lot
need
more do
to.
too. Absolutely. And hopefully we get a lot more of those people on the podcast so we can get their name out there too. And then hopefully we get this even bigger. So the more exposure, the better, because we really got to get blue collar patriots back into politics.
Can I do a random
You know-
plug here?
Yes,
real,
absolutely.
real quick though, I just want to say that running for office isn't hard. They make it sound really hard, and they've made it as hard as they possibly can to do, but it's still not hard to do. They make it sound hard, they make it intimidating. It's not hard to do. If any of you guys are serious about running for office, local, whatever, reach out. Let's make it happen because we need real Americans from school boards to the damn U.S. Senate. So let's go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm done, Salty. Go ahead.
Plug away, Salty.
So I really started getting into supporting people in their push for exposing things and helping America, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so Grimsey News is one of them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I really learned a lot just by listening to kind of the way he perceived politics, and that's something I think is very misunderstood, is the way we perceive politics. Like if somebody comes up to you and says, "Are you MAGA?" and you're like, "Well, maybe." I
Ultra
want,
MAGA bitch.
yeah, suck it. But no,
I'm sorry.
seriously,
No, you're
no,
right.
no, no.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But no, you want to understand where they're coming from. And it's not always
Right.
easy because, depending on the language from the cultural aspects of America or whatever. But I do have to say Grimsey has done a fantastic job in that regard.
Right.
And kind of bringing that to for basic people to understand the politics of everything.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. And the left, what they have tried to do is give a different connotation to what MAGA means, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're the extremist. We're we're the ones that aren't logical. It's wild.
There's don't
We're the
worry,
racists. We're all,
there's-
like all these things that we're like, no, we actually just want to make America great again, whatever that means. We don't worship Trump. We're not isolationists. We just want to make America great. And if that means XYZ, then that means XYZ. And so it's like that's our goal, and that's always been our goal, and that's never changed. What's changed is the left's definition. And even the true far right, all the groypers have tried to change that,
True far
which
right.
I'm like, not even American, but anyway.
Are
the
they?
furthest left,
I'm not
Yeah,
even going to
seriously.
say it about the.
They are the furthest left you can fucking get, and absolute garbage. I don't even want to talk about them. That's how fucking useless they are in the conversation.
Yeah,
I'll
no
talk
time
about
for
them later,
that.
but
No
But-
time for that.
But the left is saying all this shit. They've spent years trying to demonize MAGA. Every one of us. They've called us every fucking name in the book that they can use to get some type of emotion from a race of people or a gender, or one of the two genders, and everything else. But they say this shit still today while they're assassinating the biggest voice on the right that we had. While they're
Yeah.
taking shots at Donald Trump when he's campaigning for his election, while they're protecting illegal aliens and absolutely treasonous shit. But I seen this post the other day by a guy, I don't remember who posted it. Had a picture of these liberals in Minnesota in the street with AR-15s, basically protesting ICE, right? And it had a picture of Kyle Rittenhouse next to him with his AR when he was in Wisconsin, right? And said, basically that if you're mad about one of these and not the other, you're part of the problem. The funny thing is, in both situations, Democrats are the aggressors and they are the problem. In both situations. So, like, the problem I'm having is how the right is even falling into this round of propaganda, right? These people who are awake, not woke, they're woke as fuck. They fell back asleep a long time ago. They're falling for all this shit. And if you don't see a problem or like a difference between Kyle Rittenhouse and the people up there protecting illegals and protesting ICE, you're part of the fucking problem, bro. Don't talk about me or anyone else. Democrats are the aggressor and the problem in every situation. Every single one of them. I just wanted to put that out there. That post
Always.
killed me.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
And did you see it? The guy with the empty mag pointing the
Yeah.
gun at like the other kid's like leg. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, dumb idiots! Like with his finger on the trigger.
Probably airsoft
I'm
guns.
like they don't even know how to. Of course.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Probably.
damn. I hope they shoot each other up by accident.
Some of them
Know
are
how to-
props.
they don't even know how to hold a gun. It's like
No,
ridiculous.
but they will. I mean,
Some of them were just props. I mean, somebody paid them to be out
Yeah,
there. You know what I mean?
of course. They had no idea what they were doing.
Hmm.
It's cold
Yeah,
outside. I need a cheeseburger or something.
It's all
Pay me to
theater.
hold this prop.
Yeah.
All right, we hit our halfway point, so we're going to introduce the fun thing tonight because we want to keep it like a little interesting and get the people that are watching involved. This
I'm
is
not
our
feeling it.
3, 2, 1.
I'm not
We
feeling
will-
it either.
I'm not feeling it.
I don't.
Too bad. You're dealing with it now. I'm in it.
No.
Yes. No, we're gonna do it.
Okay.
We're doing
right.
it.
suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so it's 3, 2, 1. So in the chat, if you guys want to drop it, if not, we're gonna tell you ours at the end. But basically, it's your favorite 3 artist or band in music, your 2 favorite genres of music, and then your favorite decade of music. We will give ours at the end of the podcast. But like I said, we'll just do something different just to spice it up. Plus, it makes everybody have to think about it because you can see Zach right now. He's thinking about it. Look at him. He's like, "What am I supposed to do?" Yep. And that and
Let me rub this gray part of my beard.
because we know that the world can be a little depressing at times with the insanity that's going on. So, like, you know, just to give you a little something to take your mind off of it for the time being. But I guess we're just gonna have to go right back into it. Now we're gonna talk about the SAVE Act and why John Thune is sitting on his ass, twiddling his thumbs. Now, for anybody that doesn't know what the SAVE Act is, I can put it right here on the screen. Give me 1 second. Here we go. All right.
Yay.
So the SAVE Act, this bill requires individuals to provide documentary proof of U.S. citizenship when registering to vote in federal elections. Specifically, the bill prohibits states from accepting and processing an application to register to vote in a federal election unless the applicant presents documentary proof of U.S. citizenship. The bill specifies what documents are considered acceptable proof of U.S. citizenship, such as identification that complies with the Real ID Act of 2005 that indicates U.S. citizenship. Further, the bill prohibits states from registering an individual to vote in a federal election unless at the time the individual applies to register to vote, the individual provides documentary proof of U.S. citizenship, and 2, requires states to establish an alternative process under which an applicant may submit other evidence to demonstrate U.S. citizenship. Each state must take affirmative steps on an ongoing basis to ensure that only U.S. citizens are registered to vote, which shall include establishing a program to identify individuals who are not U.S. citizens using information supplied by certain sources. Additionally, states must remove non-citizens from their official list of eligible voters. The bill allows for private right of action against an election official who registers an applicant to vote in a federal election who fails to present documentary proof of U.S. citizenship. The bill establishes criminal penalties for certain offenses, including registering an applicant to vote in a federal election who fails to present documentary proof of U.S. citizenship. And I do believe they recently added that it has to be a photo ID as well. So this is something that I think is very important because this is going to secure our elections.
So what's wrong with anything in that bill?
Zero. Nothing.
Literally anything in the bill. What's wrong with it? What's wrong is that John Thune is a rhino sack of shit that cares more about his ego and making friends because I think he thinks he might be a president one day or something. What's this guy done? I mean, even if he's not gonna get the SAVE Act on the floor, right, to be voted on, I mean, what are you gonna do if you won't even do that?
Yeah.
Salty, you had your hand up.
Well, I was going to suggest that it doesn't include Somalian hookers, but I don't think that's where we're at right now.
Look at me. I am the hooker now.
I am the hooker now. But no, you know, I look at what's going on right now, especially with the SAVE Act. I understand how critical it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we look at what's happening in Minnesota is like the prime example right now. Obviously, California too. I mean, we haven't seen the numbers come out of there, but What does that mean for that area? Like, they are determining the results of our election and our legislative process. That's a problem.
I mean, if we don't
It
get
is
the
a problem.
SAVE Act passed, forget it. What's the point?
You know why?
Like, there's,
You know
like,
why
we're gonna be
they-
dead in the water. Like, it just doesn't. We're never gonna. Every election's gonna be rigged.
every one of them. I
Every
mean, they
single
are
one.
now, and it's not going to stop.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you know why they're protecting them while they're amping their base up to think that they need to protect people who are here to take their homes and their jobs and their tax money and everything else, because they lose House seats without them. Period. Plain and fucking simple. I don't know why John Thune wants to protect Democrat House seats.
Did you say hussies?
House seats.
House
House
seats.
seats.
They're
Hussies.
Hey,
hussies too.
maybe
Those
They're government
may-
hussies.
maybe
Those are
he
all
is
hussies.
like Eric Swalwell. He got an illegal alien girlfriend or something. I don't know.
Mm,
You mean the Chinese spy?
Well, that was Swalwell.
Swallows well.
yeah.
But why is he protecting Democrat House seats? That's the only reason that Democrats want to protect illegal aliens for the House seats that they get from.
Do you think they have some kind of scandal hanging over him? That they got something that would absolutely destroy his career in politics?
No.
Likely, but I don't think he's one of us. I think he's a fake.
Yeah, he
I think
has
he's
to
a
be.
plant.
I mean, how do they think they're going to win without it? That's the real question. Like,
I think they get or manufacture something for everyone in Congress, right?
Mhm.
To hang over their head and try to fucking ruin their career so they can like bully him around and shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's one of us. I think he's a plant.
No.
I think he's fake.
Absolutely not.
I mean, he can't be, right? What's he
No,
fucking
he
done
can't.
to
He
to
can't.
show that he's one of us?
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
They need to replace him. Put Tim
Yeah.
Burchett in there.
Oh,
Agree.
I love that man.
Yeah,
I love
replace
that man.
With him.
If I had the opportunity to meet anybody,
Yeah, he's really.
I would meet
too.
him and I
Yeah.
would meet Kennedy. Those two.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
like him a lot too.
I fuck with Kennedy. Yeah.
yeah,
I like Kennedy too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm still a Josh Hawley fan. It was hilarious when he had that doctor be like, "Can men get pregnant?" The whole time she couldn't answer.
Was he out of?
It seems pretty simple to me, but
Was he out of
Missouri?
Missouri or something? Yeah.
Huh?
Missouri.
Missouri, yeah.
Was he out of
Missouri
Missouri?
Senate. Yeah. So Scott Pressler has been constantly bothering John Thune about this. What is he like day 18 now or something?
My
Yep.
man. Yeah. looks
And
like this guy.
Mhm.
on top of that, we have a lot of patriots calling John Thune's office. We have a couple patriots in here doing it as well.
Right here every
Yep.
day. Did
So
today
I
too.
would
Did
also
yesterday.
extend that to everybody that's watching. Call John Thune's office. Tell
Absolutely.
him
Before.
you want
Mhm.
secure elections. Because
He
listen,
won't pick up, but you can leave a message.
the moment you don't have a secure election, then these Democrats are free to do whatever they want. And I think Salty has a little something for us about what's happening in Virginia
Mm.
after what was it? Who's that woman? Is it Spamberger? Abigail Spamberger is the new governor.
Yeah. I
What's-
will call her Spam Burger.
Yeah,
Spamberger.
Spamberger.
Yeah.
What's
absolutely.
real quick, Rachel? What's Thune's number? It's like 281-330-8004. No, I'm kidding. But what's his number?
It's not 8675309. I know that.
Mike Jones.
no.
You know. You guys didn't get the phone number reference? Come on.
I did.
No, I didn't.
281-330-8004.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
now I
I'm
got it.
tired. How did I not get that?
I don't know. You're forgiven.
You forget.
Don't let it happen again.
Mm.
Well, while we're pulling up John Thune's number, why don't you go into what's happening in Virginia there for us, Salty?
Okay, so they decide that they're trying to pass HB 968, and the reason why this is a problem because it is election oriented. So it violates the 14th Amendment. I'm trying not to read this off the screen and go by memory, but it violates the 14th Amendment, and it creates unequal treatment between voter base and arbitrary recount thresholds. So let's say the threshold is 2%, but it's 3%, right? So what that does is it's unclear. It creates a two-tier system, a two-tier voting system structure where your ballot treatments depend entirely on arbitrary factors. Okay.
So what is it? Is it a way for them to like not like do a
Sounds
recount
like
or something?
sounds like it's a way for them to steal elections.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's
that-
exactly
that's
what
That's
it
what they
sounds
did.
like.
They
That's
win a
exactly what they
governor
did.
race and they're like, we're stealing elections, bro.
That's exactly what that sounds
exactly
like.
what they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what it does
Unbelievable.
is essentially they are saying that hand counts are not eligible.
The fuck out.
So they're trying to totally go to a machine vote, and the way it violates the 14th Amendment. There's no rational basis. So for example, they cannot explain why.
So they can't do a recount. They can't do. They won't do a recount.
They
Where
will.
if somebody has
They
to, but it has to
will.
be automated. I mean, it has to be automated, like through. Is that what you're saying? Like it can't
No.
be hand counted by.
So here's the thing. So they talk about the so if there's a 2% margin based
Okay.
on the people running,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't there's nothing saying that 2%, 3%.
I gotcha.
So the
Right.
threshold is arbitrary, essentially.
Gotcha. I understand. They're able to play with that.
Right. It also creates
Yeah.
special classes, right? So for example, there's no real equal treatment.
Huh.
Inner city precincts, for example,
Mhm.
they are often a majority/minority.
Right.
They would be using older machines, which would trigger more recounts than like a suburban area.
Right.
The suburban areas are obviously going to be, they're more updated systems, so it wouldn't cost as much. But
It's just a way for them to cheat. That's it.
Yeah, seems
yeah,
like it.
essentially.
Yeah, it's essentially like a way for them to cheat. That's crazy.
Well, and it also violates Virginia Constitution Article 2,
Mm-hmm.
election uniformity requirements, and cost mandates. Rural areas are going to cost a lot more. They're going to take the brunt of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's the goal, right?
Oh yeah. And it totally violates Virginia Code 24.2-800. It contradicts the existing recount procedures and timetables. So of course we know timetables are an issue with Democrats and how they do things, but
Yeah.
how would I post this so people can see this?
So
Just share your
there's-
screen.
Yeah, the share button's at the bottom of your screen,
Okay,
and then
let
you'll
me
just
bring this
click
up.
on that, and then you'll go to screen, and then you'll click on your window.
All right, give me one hot second. This is new to me, guys. Be patient with me.
It's all good. I mean, there's no doubt that they'll try to steal elections. I still think
Oh,
there's
yeah.
something fishy about New Jersey's recent election.
Oh, yeah.
they had a lot of people leave, a lot more people register Republican, but suddenly there's like an extra 500,000 new voters. Or
Mhm.
was it 5? Yeah, it's wild. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember the exact numbers, but it
Oh,
it
I
seemed
quoted
very
it.
awkward to me. especially considering how many counties she flipped, compared to, Phil Murphy.
Sure. Sorry, I don't read well under pressure. That's why I'm not a speaker. But this gives you an idea, and it also gives you an idea of the bill itself, and also how to prevent it, or the due process violations, right? Like that's a big deal. It
Mhm.
retroactively changes elections rules without proper notice.
How
That's
can
a
they
big
even
deal.
get that passed? That's ridiculous.
And how many times do Democrats sit there and say, what they're doing is unconstitutional, and like
It's
literally they
projection.
do all this backdoor bullshit,
Mhm.
and they
Yeah.
screw people over, and the Republicans have no fucking balls. I had to curse for
None.
that one. They got none. See them? Clip, clip, clip. Whew, stomp on it. Gone. No balls.
Nope.
Like, get off your butts and do something for the American people.
Is that a dietary thing, or
Is that a
I don't know.
requirement for grassroots candidates now?
I
You have
mean,
to have big balls.
maybe it's the cell phones all like, sitting in their pockets. It's shrunk or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Did you say the trunk?
They shrunk. They shrunk.
Oh, they
They
shrunk.
shriveled up.
Okay.
Shriveled up like little tiny things, like little pebbles, little tiny pebbles.
So this particular thing they're trying to pass is going to take a lot to get. If it does pass, it's going to take a lot to get reversed.
Mm.
Yeah.
So anyway, I will stop sharing my screen.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
get that shit
sharing,
out of here.
Salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it out of here.
Yeah, get it. Ugh.
Get that
Ugh.
shit out of here.
Ugh. Get off my computer.
Garbage.
It's just wild.
Garbage.
Yeah.
The heck.
So why aren't they sending? Why hasn't Trump enacted the Insurrection Act? Can we talk about that? Are we there yet?
Oh, we are there, and it's wonderful that you brought this up, Rachel. Could you tell us a little bit about the Insurrection Act?
How about I read it to you, John?
Oh, that would be wonderful.
I'll read a little bit. To you. Okay. No, it's
Read the
it's
whole
wild.
fucking thing. The whole
Yeah.
thing. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah,
Just
it's
a little bit.
bedtime story
All right,
time. Ready?
Okay, boys and girls.
Gather round.
Gather
Gather round.
All right. Did everyone go potty? All right. Use of
Be right
militia
back.
and armed forces to enforce federal authority. This is whenever the president considers that unlawful obstructions, combinations, or assemblies or rebellion against the authority of the United States make it impractical to enforce the laws of the United States in any state by the ordinary course of judicial proceedings. He may call into federal service such of the militia of any state and use such of the armed forces as he considers necessary to enforce those laws or to suppress the rebellion. The president, by using the militia or armed forces or both, or by any other means, shall take such measures as he considers necessary to suppress in a state any insurrection, domestic violence, unlawful combination, or conspiracy, if it, 1, so hinders the execution of the laws of that state and of the United States within the state, that any part or class of its people is derived of a right, privilege, immunity, or protection named in the Constitution and secured by law. And the authorities of that state are unable, fail, or refuse to protect that right, privilege, or immunity, or give that protection, or opposes or obstructs the execution of the laws of the United States or impedes the course of justice under those laws. In any situation covered by clause, the state shall be considered to have denied the equal protection of laws secured by the Constitution. So we have plenty of reason.
We do. I think that I don't think he wants to risk losing support before the midterms.
He's about to lose support right now
Mhm.
by not enacting it. Like that's where it's getting.
Well, that's the thing with the right these days, right? It's like it doesn't matter which way you go, it's not good.
Right. It's a lose-lose situation for him. But at this point, it's like, let's protect our servicemen. Like, let's protect ICE. It's ridiculous.
But it's even more than that, right? It's like, it's not even. I mean, we're to a point where we got to protect American soil. Even.
Yes.
I mean, this is where
100%.
we're at. We're fucking invaded, and cities are being conquered. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why he hasn't invoked the insurrection act. I wish he would. You know, that same person asked me the other day about sounds like you're cheering for a domestic military operation. Fuck yeah, I am.
Yes, me too.
I'm here for it.
Stop
You know
this
why?
nonsense.
Because there's clearly an enemy here, and Democrats are clearly aiding the enemy. And it's time to do something about it.
Trump did recently post about wanting to reopen the mental health institutions. Maybe he's just waiting until those get open so they have a place to put all these people.
You're gonna need it.
Mm,
You're gonna need
Yeah.
it.
I mean, you can't. I mean,
But-
our prison's already overflowing to begin with. You know, unless we throw them all down in alligator Alcatraz, like where would you put all these people? Because right now, you know, you arrest them, they process them, they pay their bail, they get back out. Because I mean, that's how these liberal judges do it. It's just boom, in and out, boom, in and out. I mean, I've seen so many of these protesters being like, "Oh, bring your like $72 for your misdemeanor, you'll be out right away."
wow.
Yeah.
I can do
That-
Who would've
that,
thought?
but at the same time, go ahead, Salty.
I was just looking at the head bobble, and we got to make a head bobble of John.
No,
You should see my hair
yes.
go flowing.
I'm gonna
Yep.
do it of all of us. I'm gonna have like all of us up there.
All right. Well, yeah, how about this? How about I throw up a couple
Yeah.
of these videos of what these wild leftists are doing? All right, here we go. I mean, prepare yourself because this stuff is just insane to me.
Oh,
Is that him? Is that him?
mm.
Open the door! Oh my God. Drive. Oh my God. Just drive. Stop! Buddy, let them go! Let them go! Hey, pull over. Pull over. Hey, leave it. Get out of here. Leave it up. Y'all just let him leave. It's not worth it. Hey! You don't know him. Stop it. Let him out.
Well, there's one. Oh, don't worry, I got more. Eric Daughtry's working hard today.
You're not going to. Take it off if you are hurt. Take it off. Now he's caught.
Are you kidding me?
He gave you a chance. There you go. I got you.
Dude, come on.
Oh,
Keep it
you
on.
fucking panty waist.
Drop it. I gave you a chance.
Oh, yeah.
This is why they.
Let me tell you.
This is precisely why they want gun laws and why you can't constitutionally carry your weapons in blue cities, because we would fucking annihilate these people.
That's exactly what I was about
Yeah.
to say. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
My bad.
Exactly what I was about to say.
Oh no, go ahead. This is Christian activist Jake Lang. Watch him get dragged away by a group of leftists.
Look at all those people.
And they tried to stab him in the back of the head. Luckily, it wasn't sharp enough to go through. As you can see, they're throwing their hands down on top of him as they drag him away. I mean, these are mobs of people. How
All
about-
for criminal illegal aliens. That's
on
loud.
that one. Yeah, a little
I-
loud. Sorry, guys.
I'm not gonna like this one, but I know where this is going, and I'm.
Yep. Let's see them interrupt a church service. This is actually a violation of the FACE Act.
This is the beginning of what's going to happen here. When you violate people's due process, when you pull people
And
off the
that's
street and
Don
you start
Lemon,
dragging
aka
them and hurting
D.
them and not abiding by the Constitution, when you start doing all of that, people get upset and angry. And if you remember what the civil rights movement was about, the civil rights movement was about these very kinds of protests. And for some reason, in our modern era, people think that in order to have protests, you got to be, cordoned off to a certain area and, what time you can protest. Look, there's nothing in the Constitution that tells you what time you can protest. You can protest at any time. That's the whole point of it, is to disrupt. It's to make uncomfortable. And that's what they're doing. And that's what I believe when I say everyone has to be willing to sacrifice something. You have to make people uncomfortable in these times. If you see how uncomfortably and how harsh people are being treated on the streets, you have to be willing to go into places and disrupt and make people uncomfortable.
That's right. You heard Don Lemon interrupting a church service and making people uncomfortable.
I hope they arrest him.
Mhm.
They need to.
I mean,
they
what
need
he
to-
was saying was ridiculous.
Unbelievable. Ridiculous.
But so here's the thing: it's totally fine when they do that. But if I was to go into an abortion clinic and do the
Welcome to
same
prison.
exact thing,
Yeah.
how would what would they say now? What about my
Welcome to
Second
prison.
Amendment rights?
You don't have any. You don't have First Amendment rights. You don't have Second Amendment rights. Welcome to prison if you go do that same thing in any liberal type of establishment, or
And those-
anything else.
Those cowards wouldn't even walk into a mosque.
Oh, no, not at all.
You know?
And keep in mind, how many church shootings or stabbings have we had to deal with recently? Do you think those churchgoers were, scared to death that something like that kind of political violence could happen? I mean, I
Absolutely.
did not want to show it, but there was a lot of terrified children there, and I
Yeah.
do respect for the parents. Like, I didn't want to show that because it's absolutely dreadful. You cannot go in there and impede somebody else's freedom of assembly and freedom of
Right,
religion. It's claiming it's freedom of the press or freedom of speech. No, like
Mm-mm.
your freedoms don't start here and then end here. Like, we all get the
No.
same freedoms. So you want to protest, you go outside the church and you protest. You do not interrupt an assembly at all.
Right.
And they only do this recently, at least what I've seen, is like with Christians. Constantly with Christians.
Well, there's a very specific reason for that. We've read about that in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
The persecution of Christians, that is coming, and if this is not handled yesterday, this will continue, and it will continue tenfold. And bookmark that. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
It's wild. Absolutely wild.
Only in blue cities, I'm telling you.
Mhm.
Half my church is straps.
They're doing
can still
anything.
carry.
Yeah.
Seriously.
They're doing anything to provoke us to be
Yes.
violent and act out. That's all they're doing. They're trying to provoke us.
Absolutely.
I feel sorry for them when we finally say fuck it.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's gonna be nasty as fuck.
It is.
And good. I'm here
Yeah.
for
And quick. That needs to happen
but
at some
but
point.
I'm proud of the right and how tolerant they've been to the shit
Yeah.
and not you're doing the right thing. Let them act out. Let them do it for a while and show their asses completely and then retaliate, because the time's coming, man, and it's gonna be nasty as shit. That's all I can say.
The irony is they keep saying Nazi this, Nazi that.
Yeah.
But what they don't realize is that they're literally doing everything the Nazis were doing themselves.
Yes.
They're going after people. They're trying to
Yeah.
create checkpoints. They're pulling people out of cars. They're
Well-
having people rip off their shirts. I mean, this is a lot of tactics the Nazis used.
Don't pretend they're educated on anything. They just listen to the media and social media influencers. I mean, what's the best thing they have to listen to? Is it JoJo from Jers or CNN? I mean, MSNBC. I mean, it's all the same
And
shit.
they're also getting paid as well.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They're also getting paid.
they're getting paid to be assholes.
Coordinated. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I
They're lazy.
would
They
love
don't,
to see.
they don't want a real job. That's what they do.
I would love to see every single one of those people that was in that church arrested. 100% arrested.
Mhm.
You cannot violate constitutional rights and expect the people on the right to just sit here and be quiet. I mean, that is going way over the line. Way over the line.
So John, like, I'm sorry, but I have a huge problem with the Islamization of the United States. Okay? And that is precisely what Islam would do.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Oh,
if
yeah.
this is not handled, it's going to get way worse.
Yeah.
I mean, hands down. If they don't handle this, it's going to get so bad. You can't
What's the
even
breaking
stand up.
point? Like, what is it? What? At what point?
Rachel, I don't know, but
Right. It's
think
like
we're
I hear.
close.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think
just think about who's going to be
once us
waiting to
as
clean up.
citizens come out.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Islam's going to be sitting there waiting for this like civil war to happen. They're all going to be fighting each other, and they'll just be sitting on the sidelines waiting to clean up all the crap. Them in China.
Boom.
You know how
Fucking nailed it.
liberals are like prepared and planning to walk out of work. Like, was that today or Monday or
Yeah,
something?
I think it was. Yeah,
Was that
I
mean they're
know.
not going to
Well,
protest?
it's like, do they even
What-
go to work? They're
That
gonna
means
walk
they
out of their
won't
mom's
protest, I
basement.
guess, right?
Yeah, walking out of my home fucking OnlyFans studio or my fucking Burger King fry bagging job. When conservatives decide not to go to work, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When conservatives decide, you know what, I'm not going to work today. I'm going to go save my fucking country. Good fucking luck to you.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, conservatives are strapped and they have a lot more bullets and they have a lot more training. Just be be grateful that they're being extremely tolerant, because they know if they do anything in these liberal blue cities, they would get the book thrown at them. But these blue judges are going to sit there and let like people that ram ice cars completely off scot-free. They know
Do you know
this.
what I love though? Do you know what I love? I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I forget the number. But you have like this humongous amount of ex-servicemen who are setting up to work for ICE now.
Yes.
Oh,
I love it. It's
okay.
Salty's got something.
So Rachel, you are 100% on point. I love that there are service members that are willing to step up in this regard.
Yeah.
But I find it extremely hilarious when the left is like, they've only had 2 months of training for ICE. I laugh. I'm like, have you ever gone through boot camp? Have you ever gone through basic training? Like, that's pretty typical. 2 months, right? Fucking idiots. Oh,
right.
Effing idiots.
So for what? What are you training for? To say, hey, show me your fucking proof of citizenship, or get in my fucking van, you know?
I got
get the
cookies.
fuck out of my country. I don't.
Yeah.
It's like the only 3 things you need to know how to say if you're an ICE agent.
It's true.
Yeah. All right. So moving on, there's something going on up in Alberta.
51st state.
It might be. Let's take a quick look here. Eric Daugherty always giving us some good quality content on X. Follow him. We love him. Breaking. Massive amounts of Albertans just formed a huge line to sign a petition to secede from Canada and potentially become the first 51st state after gaining independence. Alberta is the most conservative Canadian province, and an election could be held soon for secession. Let's see. Hopefully it's not loud. Okay, good.
Edmonton is showing up. Just goes on and on.
Look at that line.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
In that weather, too.
Wow.
Well, they're used to that kind of cold, right?
This is what the Lions at the DMVs in the 80s.
I
used to
say
be like.
yes. I say yes. I already say yes. Let's do it. Give them guns. Keep China away.
Do you know how many Canadians
It's
would
like-
move to Alberta?
I know.
Before we got them, they'd be like, "We are there."
Yeah, if they secede, I mean, the rest of Canada. Oh, those
That's
poor
right. Look
people.
at that. Look at that
We're
line.
so
They won in. They won
Yeah.
in.
What say you guys? What do you think?
Absolutely. You kidding me? If we're
I
going to
do
get
too.
another conservative state, think about
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
electoral
with more
college. Think
representatives.
about the
I know.
representatives. 2 more
Yep.
senators potentially. Plus, from what I've read, I mean, they handle a lot of the economy for all the cities that mooch off.
Yep. Yep.
They are the powerhouse for Canada. That's
Yeah.
my
Right.
understanding.
Yeah. Yeah. The infringement
Plus-
on China, we wouldn't have to be so concerned about that.
Plus, I can move more northward and in a colder region where I want to be.
Mm. That is true. I mean, if we get a couple more, then we can finally have a nice line to Alaska without having to go through a fair.
There you
So
go.
I have a question though. I was thinking about this the other day. You have that line on the top of Canada. Who owns the northern portion?
I have no idea. I'll have to look that up.
Me too. I'm gonna do it right now.
Oh, she's going to work. But yeah, I would love to see it happen. I mean, I think it would also be a big blow to the liberal stronghold that Canada has right now
Yeah.
in their country, and
Yeah.
anything to really hurt Mark Carney and his
Yeah.
China loving ways.
Keep the communists away.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we do
I
not
mean,
want
it would-
communists.
Yeah. What do you think, Zach?
I think before Alberta becomes the 51st state,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to start trading American liberals for Canadian conservatives.
Yes,
Oh,
do it.
that's a good point too.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Like, like four American liberals for one Canadian conservative. We'll
Oh,
do that for
Yes,
a year.
I'll be
and
fine with
then-
that.
Yeah.
Give them
Yeah.
full citizenship.
And while they run to Ontario and things like that, then we'll take on Alberta, take all the rest of the conservatives from Canada. They can
Let's
crash
do
and
it.
burn, and we'll be good.
Let's do it.
And I can like I was saying earlier, I can move northward where it's colder all the time. I'm totally cool with that.
I'm a polar bear too, so
Let's do it.
I mean, as Grimsey would say, a frostback. I would become a frostback.
you might have seen me on Coca-Cola boxes and things. But
I like the cold too.
I mean, bring it on. We could use it. Alberta, Greenland, Venezuela, bring them all on.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe El Salvador will jump in there.
Mhm.
I mean, we definitely need to form an alliance with, the Western Hemisphere. I mean, I love the fact that Trump's trying to clean up what's going on in the South. Hopefully he works on taking out these Mexican cartels that are running that country, because
Yeah.
I'm tired of the child trafficking, the human trafficking, the drug trafficking. You mean, we have been in this war on drugs for I don't know how long now, and we've really never gotten anywhere. They always want to show that one big bust in your face, and you see 2 or 3 of those a year. But it's just, they keep letting it come in. You got to root it out. You got to pull out the roots, and that's it. And the best way of doing that is by taking out those cartels. Bring on that sonic boom cannon or whatever he used in Venezuela.
When it comes to you get a lot of people talk about how, we shouldn't be involving ourselves. We shouldn't be going to other countries and all this different shit. But when it comes to Mexico and these cartels, they're responsible for a lot of American deaths and different things.
Yeah.
At what point are you okay with it? Because I don't see a problem personally with destroying cartels in Mexico. I don't see a problem with doing what we did in Venezuela. I don't see a problem with neutralizing nuclear threats in Iran.
Right.
I don't know what the problem is really. I can't quite wrap my head around it. I know like it costs a little bit of money. A lot of them are the weird ass Tommy Massey or Thomas Massey supporters.
Tommy Assy.
Tommy Massey, the weird ass Thomas Massey supporters that somehow think that we're supposed to just stop spending money completely, and that's something that we can do, I guess.
Well,
Like I know things cost money. It's something you're gonna have to get used to. But I think we need to probably consider the fact that killing cartels is probably a good thing.
Absolutely.
Eliminating nuclear threats is a good thing.
I mean, I do not have a problem with that whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because like it still helps out the United States. Like, I mean, look at the fentanyl deaths. They've been dropping off a cliff, and that's huge. Because when you shut down the southern border and you're not letting all these people come in with drugs hidden in the groups of migrants, then you help bring down those the drug trafficking. Then you take out those boats. That also helps bring down the drug trafficking. I mean, like we should not be killing our own American citizens, nor should any person in Congress be trying to protect these boats that are bringing fentanyl into our country. Oh, they might be fishermen boats. Yeah, no, I don't think they're fishermen boats when they got these giant barrels all huddled together. Come on.
Yeah,
I will say this. In direct opposition to Democrats, I can guarantee you, if you are out on a fishing boat, they look nothing the same.
Oh, I know.
Not even close. Not even close.
Does anybody really believe that? No one believes that.
Where's all their fishing nets? Where's the high wires?
No one.
Yeah, thank you. Even if you go out on just if you go out to I'm gonna rent this boat and I'm gonna go out here and go fishing, deep sea fishing. No, they are not flat. They've got all sorts of fucking shit on.
Yeah.
Democrats' brains are rotting away from the freaking vaccines. They can't think for themselves at all.
Exactly.
It's getting worse and worse and worse.
It started before the vaccines.
And worse.
And worse. Segue.
I know.
The vaccines just turbocharged it.
It did.
Yeah.
Turbocharged their retardedness.
How retarded can you get before you're like, okay, there's a problem here? I mean, fuck, dude. I don't know. Like, you gotta know you're getting retarded at some point. Maybe you're outside. You're outside in Minnesota and you're holding a fuck ice flag and as an illegal alien stealing your fucking wallet out of your pocket and it's cold and you're like, I should really be at home. It should click. I'm fucking retarded. Right? like when does it click, dude?
It never clicks. Never clicks. Because then they have to admit that they've been living they're so far gone, y'all, that they have to make it real. They victimize themselves. Whenever someone victimizes themselves, they don't see reality. They see the narrative that they want to see to justify their own behaviors. So it's like if you'll never click if you refuse to see the reality and just keep on believing the narrative of your own imaginary reality. It's just part of it. It's never gonna click ever. They're never gonna hit rock bottom. It won't happen.
It's like the second that you voted for Kamala Harris when you filled in that bubble on your fucking ballot, dude.
You should have been like,
"What
I'm
the
right."
fuck?" You should have went and enrolled in special ed classes, licked windows, and all kinds of shit.
Well, they licked windows before, but here we are.
No more lead paint. It's windows now.
Yeah.
It's what?
No more lead paint. It's all windows now, I guess.
Yeah, lead windows. Find some lead windows, man.
Okay, are we going to go back to the whole make lead windows great again?
Make lead windows great.
Rachel did bring up something quite interesting, though, and that's those vaccines, especially those pesky COVID vaccines. Now, my Maha-ness, I have to bring this up. This is a recent post from Nicholas Hulscher, who's part of the McCullough Foundation, who likes to go after medical tyranny. And he says over 70% of humanity received a neurotoxin COVID shot, now linked to 146 serious brain, spinal cord, and psychiatric adverse events. This explains the widespread collapse of common sense, deterioration of cognitive function, and drastic personality distortions seen since 2020. And we're going to take a look at a little bit of this, but we're not going to watch the whole video, but I want to get to one point. So let's see.
Yeah, so what this study does is it confirms our suspicions and observations of the past 5 years that common sense has completely deteriorated from the minds of the population. And so what this study did was they looked at the VAERS system back from the 90s and all the way up till 20.
So I'm going to pause this real quick, and before I let him finish, and I want everybody to just take a quick look at this. This is some insane stuff. So this is, like general neuropsychiatric disorders, which includes anxiety, delusion, psychosis, schizophrenia, and mania. And then this is like COVID versus flu, and that is the multiplication of the adverse events. So you're seeing like psychotic symptoms go up incredibly much. Psychiatric symptoms, panic attacks, schizophrenia, mania, anxiety, conversion disorder. I wonder why there's so many transgender people all of a sudden. You know that? Delusion, acute psychosis, psychotic disorder, psychotic symptoms, suicidal ideation, suicide attempts, self-injurious ideation, depression, psychiatric investigation. I mean, you can just see from this photo here, which I 100% recommend following Nicholas Hulscher. Does a great job. But like, who do you think is taking all these COVID shots? Because I'll tell you, it's probably not the conservatives. I mean, they were forced to get the first one. They maybe had to get a booster,
Your mom.
and they stopped.
Your mom. It's your mom.
It's definitely
Your
not
mom.
mine.
It's your mom.
I still have a 0 COVID shots. Thank you very much. But let me tell you right now, them liberals, they can't get enough of it. It's like freaking candy to them. They keep popping it in.
I bet the COVID vaccine has like a turns off the clicker for retardation. That's what it does.
Yeah.
We just talked about that. The clicker's gone.
Well, here's a little bit more of the
Clicker's
video.
gone.
We'll go through the video a tad bit more and discuss it.
2024, and they looked at what's called PRRs, proportional reporting ratios. What this is how many more adverse events occur with the COVID shots compared to the flu shot or other vaccines. And what they found was absolutely disturbing. 86 safety signals of these neuropsychiatric adverse events, some of them up to 3,000 times higher than the flu shot. And we have to remember the CDC, FDA safety signal is defined for PRRs as greater than 2. Well, all of these were greater than 2, and this includes schizophrenia, dementia, Alzheimer's, cognitive impairment, strokes, brain clots, homicidal tendencies, homicidal behavior,
Wow.
psychosis.
Wow.
So people are hallucinating, and so it's clearly damaging the brain.
And that's pretty much where we're going to stop. I don't want to go too much because I don't know if that music is copyrighted.
What's a perfect place to stop? I mean, it just described liberals.
Yep.
Oh, frontal lobe is gone.
Right. It's just toast. You got a fucking compartment up there. You're an electric car. Yeah. You got a trunk in the front. Like,
Just insanity now. Like they're literally going insane.
Any reasoning capability that they had is gone.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it's just
terrifying.
It is that the pharmaceutical
Yeah, it
companies,
is.
you know, at first I thought it was just about the money, but now you have to wonder, is it more than just the money? Do they want these people going nuts? We know that Bill Gates has said many times before that we need to reduce the world population. You know, if China released the COVID virus, they were also the ones working on the virus using the the gain of function at the NIH funded Wuhan Institute Lab of Virology or something like that.
Yeah.
And so they obviously had to have the information to create the vaccine. And then they gave that out. So it's quite possible that China just released a double biological weapon on us without
I
us
think
even knowing.
Of
I
course.
think
The
we-
It's
vaccine
possible.
or the virus and then the vaccine.
Exactly. Yeah. Virus and the vaccine.
I think
Wow.
I think we know what happened, right? I don't think we need to say they may have.
I mean, I feel they definitely released it to try and derail
Yeah.
Trump's second term from him
Agreed.
getting elected. I believe that wholeheartedly now, because that gave the Democrats plenty of time to sit there and be like, "Oh, he's not doing good. He's not doing good. They're releasing a vaccine too quickly. I'll never take Donald Trump's vaccine." Suddenly, Joe Biden's in office. Oh, let me take the vaccine. I want to take the vaccine. You know. I don't
Well,
even think
it
most
was-
of these politicians even took the vaccine. I think they were taking like saline water or something.
It was even
100%.
before that, though, right? It was even before that. It's
Yeah.
it's
They
like
were
you know,
required to take it.
yeah, people forget that liberals like literally created the entire anti-vax movement.
Yeah.
It was liberals that did that. Like hippie type liberals out of California, like late 90s, early 2000s, they started that shit.
Yeah.
You know, when the vaccines came out for COVID, again, Democrats were telling their supporters, don't take the fucking vaccine, don't trust Trump, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently Trump's got he's got it out for all of you. You know what I mean? And then they said, you know what, take it, and their fucking base followed like sheep, man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like I'm sorry, but if someone tells me don't trust it, there's no fucking way I'm gonna trust it ever. I don't care what you say after that. But they just fall in line, man, every time, like sheep.
Absolutely. I mean, you could just
So-
Google how long it takes from the inception of a drug to market, and it's like minimum 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, we just turned like we watched
Yeah.
Democrats completely flip from
Yeah.
like in 25 years from anti-vax to give me all the fucking vaxes and boosters, right?
Oh yeah.
I want fucking, I mean, just
Yeah. You're right.
fucking
You're
lame
absolutely
powder.
right.
Me everywhere.
You're
Push me
absolutely right.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So okay, but that was very specific to COVID, right?
Yeah.
That was a very specific time period. So like 2001, that's when they were talking about the COVID vaccine, and we're not gonna get it. And then like not even 3
21.
months later, 2021, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like 3 months later, was it the election that did it? Like, what caused that transition with them?
Because all the Democrat politicians said you have to do it now. You know? That's pretty much
Yes.
it. They follow like sheep. Like Zach
It's
said.
not just that though, guys. They were pressuring everyone
Oh
with
yeah.
mandates. They had
vaccine
mandates
cards?
for vaccine cards. They had mandates. There was companies that were
Ugh.
firing their employees. Like it wasn't. It was a.
I think the mandates just help them get some of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have this vaccine ID to have dinner, but who gives a fuck about voter ID to vote, right?
So,
Right.
like-
Because
the-
honestly, look at libs. I mean, they're lining up for boosters, dude. These fucking guys, man.
Yeah.
They'll
And I
they'll
mean,
do
come
some
on.
questionable shit for a booster right now.
How much more psychotic have they gotten? Like it's insane what's happened since the pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I do think you're onto something though, John. I think that it may be related to that vaccine.
Yeah.
I know how many people that have not taken it, refuse to take it. They're pretty normal, but everybody that has taken it, they've either died or they
Pretty
went
normal.
they
Pretty-
absolutely went
Pretty
freaking insane.
normal.
And the only difference right now is that we have RFK Jr. leading the charge at HHS, and that means that we're not being censored anymore about it. So this information is allowed to come out. Before they were
Oh.
censoring all the stuff. Like
Yes.
you could have a nurse talking about everything at the
Thousands
hospital,
upon
and they
thousands of
would
doctors.
shut it off immediately. They would ban you from like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever. They would just shut it down instantly.
Yeah.
I almost fist fought my daughter's pediatrician over the COVID vax.
Yeah.
Are you
Trying
serious?
seriously, with their mom, just trying to like force her to consent to those to the COVID vaccine to be included in their shit, and it was bad, man. Like, I mean, they were trying to force it. It wasn't. They make it sound like get it if you want to, yada yada. But they, as soon as you say no, they're like, look, hold on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about dumping experimental poison into this 1-year-old, 2-year-old, right?
And they wouldn't
Yeah.
allow other things. No ivermectin, no monoclonal antibodies.
Oh,
lost
you're
Rachel.
kidding me.
I think we lost Rachel for a quick second. She'll be right back.
Oh,
After this quick commercial break. No, I'm just kidding. There's no commercial breaks.
So
she
I
had
know a
30 seconds.
gal.
I'll play the intro. I'm kidding.
I know a gal, and right before all the COVID stuff started happening, she was like, my son is sick. Like, he's dying. He is underweight. A 6-year-old weighing what a 3-year-old would weigh. Like, he's underweight. He's allergic to water. Water.
Wow.
He was allergic to everything. But it all goes back to the vaccines.
Yep.
And this is pre-COVID, mind you. And can you imagine a doctor saying, well, your child's allergic to water. My child's going to fucking die, right? My child looks like death. My child is going to die because he's allergic to water. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you really got to start questioning what you're being fed, because remember, at the end of the day, it's all about money. It's all about the money. You
So
are now
what are
a
you
dollar
laughing
sign.
at?
You are a walking dollar sign.
Yeah.
What are you
Can
laughing
we
at?
just talk about how Rachel just popped back in like nothing ever happened?
Yeah. She's good like that.
I didn't want to mess anybody
She's
up.
like a thief in the night.
It kicked me out.
She pops in and she's just like
Oh yeah, totally.
I was here the
I'm
whole
interested.
time, guys.
like she's been listening to this whole shit.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up the podcast here. We got the 3, 2, 1 coming at you. That's right. It's gonna be your 3 favorite artist or band, your 2 favorite genres of music, and your favorite decade of music. I will start us off. My favorite artists, I'll have NF. I got System of a Down and Linkin Park, because I've had different
Linkin Park.
different tastes of music throughout my time frame.
I saw Linkin
My
Park.
favorite genre of music is definitely lyrical hip hop and rock and roll. And then this is a wild one because it doesn't really match the others. My favorite decade of music is the 80s. I love the 80s. Like, I felt like they could do no wrong. It's got so many different styles of music. I loved it. I love the synthesizers. I could just listen to 80s music all the time, even though, like, I wouldn't say there's as much like rock and roll. There's still some good lyrical hip hop back then. All right, who wants to go up next? I'm gonna point.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, Zach.
I'm pretty predictable. You guys probably could guess mine.
Let's go.
In a sense, I'm gonna have to go with Tupac,
Got
Notorious B.I.G., and probably, man, I'm tossing up between like Chevelle and Pearl Jam.
Ooh,
I love Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam's really good.
Yeah,
Love
Chevelle
Chevelle
Pearl
too.
Jam, though, like,
it's a hard pick. I'm gonna go with fuck.
I don't know that one. Can you give me some songs from Fuck?
I'm doing 4-2-1.
Oh, he's got to add a bonus. Honorable
no,
mention.
I probably these days I probably listen to Chevelle more. I don't know, man. I'm going with Pearl Jam.
He's
Pearl
going Pearl
Jam,
Jam.
Biggie, and Pac. My favorite genre of
Genre.
music is some fucking gangster rap, right? Like shit that hypes me up, makes me want to fight people at any given time. And anything from the 90s, man.
You got to give us a second genre of music. Obviously, it's got to be rock and roll.
Oh, it was 2 genres. Yeah, rock and roll.
Yeah, because it makes sense with Pearl Jam and Chevelle.
Like, I probably could have threw fucking Hank Jr. in there too. I'm wild.
Oh yeah, I love
oh,
Hank.
yeah, little Hank.
Oh yeah.
Gotta love Hank.
Oh yes.
All right, ladies, you got to fight it out. Who's going? Who's going?
Ingles. Okay, 90s hip hop and R&B. It's just how I grew up.
All right. She's got 3
So I would say Lauryn Hill
Ooh,
is one. Mary J. Blige
okay.
is also. I I also love Tupac and Biggie, and I like Wu-Tang. But if rock, Incubus was one of my
Ooh.
favorite bands. Like
Oh,
when you said
pardon me.
bands. Yeah. So there you go.
Stellar.
Yeah.
I like that one song. Is it like 80s talk show on mute or something?
But I love 80s right now because my kids love 80s.
Yeah,
So right now we're like in
oh,
this
so good.
80s. Yeah. And so like I'm teaching them about Motown. You know,
Yeah.
like really good music. And then also now we're like doing 80s.
Yeah, give me some like
Really?
My daughter's favorite is Michael Jackson right now.
some Hall and Oates, Billy Idol. you
Yeah,
know?
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Before
Billy
they
Idol.
came out with all the what is it, auto tune and all that shit, like real music, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Salty, what you got?
Metallica,
Oh yeah.
Like, of course.
Pantera, Slipknot,
Pantera,
but I gotta give a shout out to Hans Zimmer.
There you go.
As far as genres, metal, classical,
All right.
and there's the Hans Zimmer. But I absolutely love the 1950s time period.
Wow, there we go. All right.
I can get down to
I
that.
do
Yeah.
too.
Not
I do
good, yeah.
too. I love the 50s. I do.
That's dope. That's dope. All right. Well, I mean, this
do
is
too.
it. Episode 3 is in the books. Give a shout out to Salty for our guests tonight. We got Rachel in the studio. We got the man running for Senate in Illinois, Zach McClanahan. I'm John, and everybody have a wonderful night.
Thank you for hosting.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks for joining.